I'm making this video basically to just reflect on my journey as a creator. It started off as pictures. I like to dress nicely. I took pictures, and then eventually I started getting like some following. People started following me. That was how I got a lot of my initial followers on Instagram from just taking those pictures. And then eventually I just stopped because when I would wake up and go and take pictures. Because what was motivating me to put out those pictures wasn't necessarily the fact that I like taking pictures or I like dressing nicely and putting out those pictures. It was more so the external validation, the likes, the comments that people would leave. Those things were my driving factors. When it dawned on me that that was the reason why I was actually taking these pictures, not because I actually liked it, not because I saw meaning in taking those pictures or putting it out there, but because I wanted people's validation. I wanted to feel good from other people saying, yes, you look good, this and that. And then I had to stop because how long could I rely on the validation of other people to feel fulfilled, to feel like I am somewhat worth it, if that makes any sense? And then I decided to take a break. I took a long break, I think for about a few months. During those few months, I took time out to really understand myself better. It was during that period that I also went about co-founding my startup with two of my friends because I also discovered my love for the field of sustainability. If I didn't take that break, I don't think I would have ever gotten into that frame of mind to even think or consider these things to begin with. And then coming back to social media, I started posting slowly, trying to really get back into my grind, try to really, find new meaning in putting out these pictures. And then along the line, I decided to start a YouTube channel. Not because I knew that video was going to become what it is now for me, but because I wanted to, talk more about the issues I was learning myself in the field of sustainability. I wanted to, educate more people around me within my community on these issues. That was literally the premise of me like starting my YouTube channel. I would say I was angry that like people were not really talking so much about these things, and I felt like, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel to talk about these things that I was learning, and I did made 3 4 videos in water scarcity, fast fashion. The reason why I stopped making those videos was because, like, I'll think to myself, Totally have to put out the YouTube video. And then my immediate response is, you have to start looking for problems to talk about. The entire premise of those videos was to try and deliver that information in a different light, something lighter, warmer, and they're just trying to soften the tone of these issues. I realized that I was the one having to go and do this research. I was looking at the data on how bad things were every time. And yeah, it was good for me to educate people on those things and bring that information to you. But it was also very depressing for me to constantly want to, every time I want to make a video, I'm thinking, what problem can I look for to talk about right now? I would rather the problems come to me than me go look for the problems. Let me give you an example. I made a video on the Israeli Palestinian conflict. The Israeli Palestinian conflict was something I had I wrote an essay on the conflict in my second year, so I was well versed than most people around me on this topic. So why not? Why not? It made sense for me to make the video at that time. Like people needed to know this thing now, as opposed to me waking up and say, okay, I want to post videos. I want to post one YouTube video every 2 weeks. What am I going to do now? Go and look for something, some bad thing happening somewhere, and bring it to like it's like it's good to educate people and it's good to bring those problems to light, but to get to a point where like I was not really feeling good about like seeing these things on a regular basis, like I needed something different, something I just couldn't continue it that way. And forward to now, take a break from YouTube to try short form like video. And the entire premise behind that decision was to try to bring the type of content I was putting out on YouTube to this like short platforms because of how fast you can create a reel or a TikTok as opposed to a YouTube video. I was able to pump out videos at a much faster rate than I would YouTube videos. And it basically allowed me to know to understand myself better and what kind of content work for me. It's like it was either me just vibing or me just flipping up the camera and just saying something. it was just nice, to allow myself to flow creatively. That I no longer had those artificial barriers that I thought were there to begin with. Those things were no longer present to me. I was just letting myself be. It's amazing, to be honest. But now, I just want to tell you that I'm coming back on YouTube. I'm coming back better, stronger. I have had time to really reconvene and think about what I want to do with this platform on YouTube. I have 85 subscribers, and that's fine, to be honest, as far as somebody's watching. I just really love making videos now because it's just like I want to say something, I flip up the camera and say it. And even if it's one person that's watching it, someone is watching it, someone is listening, and that's different. That's different. I feel like it allows me to connect on a deeper level than just posting like a picture that does no service. Video just allows me to channel myself creatively and express myself in a way that I've never been able to. And it's like, no matter, even if it's one person that watches it, someone is watching it. And that's the beauty in this. Like, I can talk and people are listening, even if it's just one person. I could potentially reach millions someday, and it's just me talking too, just from flipping up my camera. Like, that's so sexy. Yeah. Okay, so that is a wrap.